Hi, I'm Ron Jess for Jessfor30. Today it's my honor to have a great young man on our show. Welcome, Jaden Pydyn.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. How's things going?
Everything's going great.
Yeah? You just graduated from high school, and you are a recent graduate of Novi Catholic Central, and you were recently awarded the highest honor as tops in academics, sports, and citizenship. For 2025, you received the Whalen Award. And oh, by the way, Jaden has been accepted at West Point. And in your next great journey, congratulations, Jaden.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's pretty cool, eh?
It's very cool.
You excited?
Super excited.
So first of all, tell us about Catholic Central and your experience at CC.
I had an amazing experience at Catholic Central. I made a ton of great friends and great relationships. Sports-wise, our coaches were amazing. I grew so much in my 4 years there. I highly recommend anyone to send their kids to CC, and it was just a great time.
Well, those not watching or watching today that don't know, all of our shows are supporting veterans, charities, and foundations. That's what we do, and every guest has been working in that light. So we're proud of that. So you grew up in a great town, Northville, Michigan. What are your thoughts about Northville, Jaden?
It's a nice city, and I'm grateful to be able to afford to live in a city like that, thanks to my parents.
So about your parents, your mom and dad, and you have a younger sister?
Yes.
And what do they do?
My dad manages a small property maintenance company, and my mom is a nurse anesthetist, while my sister's a level 10 gymnast. She's a sophomore. She's going to be an incoming sophomore in high school.
Where at? Mercy?
St. Catherine's.
Where's that?
Right down the road from Catholic Central.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay. And level 10 means what?
It's the highest level.
Oh, wow. She going to be in the Olympics?
Maybe.
How old is she?
She's 15.
I was just thinking about this, what we're doing today. I always said, or we were actually talking about it. For our podcast, we've had, varying degrees of time and ability to prepare. And I remember having Coach Sassani back in Halloween last year and said, it'd be nice to have you on the show. We kind of knew you were going to West Point. But for instance, Mark Mester, we had 2 years to prepare for that show. And it was about this time yesterday, you and I talked, and you were pretty quick to pull the trigger. Why? What made you do that?
I've seen your podcast. It seems like a really cool experience.
We've had a lot of CC guys. We had Mark Messner and obviously the coach, Jeff Wiska. You know Jeff Wiska?
I do not.
He was a lineman from CC. He's an older guy, and he played at CC, Michigan State, and about 5 years in the NFL as a lineman. So we had the Dark Angel boys, Anthony and Isaac. They come around at all a little bit?
One of them was the one that was in the Marines was my conditioning coach freshman year.
Oh, was he tough
on the
guy?
Freshman team, yep, very tough.
Yeah, Austin. I believe it was Austin Dark Angel, isn't it? Yeah, he was a Marine and he's a policeman right now. But Anthony owns Men's Game Day Health out in Brighton here, and they're all doing really well. Isaac plays for Toronto Argonauts pro football, and they won the Grey Cup this last year. Pretty good for a rookie.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah, he's a linebacker. You played mostly safety, right?
Mostly safety, yes.
Mm-hmm. You started at linebacker when you younger in high school a little, or?
Youth football, I played linebacker. Freshman year, I played defensive end. Sophomore through senior year, I played free safety.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
And what do you like best?
Middle linebacker is great. I don't know. There's quite a size difference as you get older, so safety is fun too because you have the freedom to roam around in the middle of the field.
And you're like 6'1", a little over 200 pounds right now.
About 195, yes.
Oh, are you? Okay. Yeah, and you played that weight. And you got hurt. It screwed you up in senior year a little bit in baseball. You hurt your arm, shoulder?
I tore my labrum week 2 of the football season, and I played through the whole season on a torn shoulder.
You tell anyone about it?
No. We didn't get the MRI until after the season.
Okay.
Didn't want to risk missing any games.
Yeah, I understand. You worked so hard to get there, and you guys had a great team.
We did.
We saw a bunch of them. I saw you at Ford Field and the Belleville game and a few others. Casmore had a great run there.
Yes, he did.
That was a big run. Right up the middle. I didn't see anybody within 50 yards of him or 20 or 30 yards of him. Wasn't he wide open for that?
Here at Jaden Pydyn, take us through the night, offensively and defensively. You guys worked and got a big night.
It feels great. We practiced hard all week. We competed hard today. We know it was going to be a hard-nosed battle, and we came up on top. It feels great.
How about that offense? I mean, you guys switching quarterbacks, you running Wildcat. Talk us through kind of the versatility of the offense.
I mean, we have a great offense, and it starts with our O-line. They block hard every play, and we can't forget about the receivers. They're blocking hard every play, running routes, making their plays.
Looking forward to the playoffs. You guys have a ton of, good skill, matches up well with almost anyone. What do you guys think you guys have the edge on everyone else?
I think every aspect of the game we play fully and hard, especially our special teams and defense. We call ourselves the brick wall defense. We work on it all week. We preach it. It's a lifestyle.
Jaden, you must thank your dad, Dan, and Frank Murphy for kind of pulling this together today. Have you been close through the years, coached by your dad in sports, or?
So my dad coached me as I was younger, and then he coached my 6th grade season, and he decided to step out of it and let the other coaches do their thing. And he always gives me my reminders, especially he's like, I don't know, I'm not your coach anymore, but make sure you're hustling and stuff like that.
I don't think that was a problem for you, was it?
Nope.
Yeah. Like the offense or the defense better in football?
No, I love offense, but we had a great thing going with our brick wall defense at CC. I'll be playing offense at Army.
Oh, you will?
Yes.
You'll be a halfback?
I'm recruited as a H-back and a slot back.
You start your freshman year?
That's the goal.
Yeah, that is the goal, sure. What's in front of you? I mean, you see who's there. You already know. Are there some guys that are juniors or sophomores that are pretty good?
Of course, yeah. Going to a big college like Army, there's going to be guys coming back and starters coming back. So I'll have to hustle and earn every rep I get.
Yeah, well, my wife and I were in Washington, D.C. about a month ago with Colonel Mike Pearson. He's a first cousin of mine. And we spent 2 days in D.C. and 2.5 there and 2.5 over at the Naval Academy in Annapolis. Have you been there?
I've not.
Okay. Any reason you...
Beat Navy.
My dad was a huge Navy guy, and I always say it on the show, and it seems to come up a lot, but he was on a destroyer hit by a kamikaze. He was about 21. So that my wife's been to West Point. I just haven't made it there,
It's beautiful. It really is. It's right on the Hudson.
You chose West Point, and they chose you, obviously. Why over the other academies? What was it? The family? And you had mentioned your grandpa. Were they all Army guys?
They were. That wasn't so much the reason. I mean, I didn't have offers from other academies. They reached out, but I committed pretty early, I would say, because I just knew West Point was the right fit for me.
Okay. And you visited there, and did you go out with coaches or?
I've been there a couple times, just for like a normal visit, and I went on a game day visit.
Who's the guy? The stem cell, the science center, George Turek, and he had interesting history, and I don't know if Justin had said to you or mentioned. He went to Catholic Central, and what happened was he was flunking out his freshman year, and his dad was paying for it. And his dad said, "No, you're on your own." And he said I think he left him out for his sophomore year. And then he had to reapply, I think, at CC, pay his own way. The dad wouldn't pay anymore. But you see what he's done. George Turek, that whole stem cell science center is with the Blue Angel, that jet's phenomenal, isn't it?
It's crazy. I had a class in there my senior year. It's so advanced. And
Oh, you only got
so
one
nice.
class in there in your whole 4 years there?
It was only finished by my senior year.
Oh, okay. And what class was that?
I had physics class in there.
Oh, did you? How'd you do with that?
It was good.
Yeah.
Wasn't too bad.
What? I shouldn't ask you this, but your grade point, you got to be around a 4 point, right? Or
3.9, yes.
3.9. That's awesome. Was the art class was pulling you down, or what was that?
A math class.
Yeah, that's been tough for our family too. So anyway, that choice of West Point over the other academies, was there any other thought to go to Air Force, the Naval Academy, or any?
No, not really.
That was what you wanted.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you going to play both sports, football and baseball?
Yes, I am.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
And you were a pitcher. Did you pitch at all this year?
I was unable to due to my shoulder, but I am a pitcher, yes. And I play outfield.
What was it? They say a lumbar, or what was that you tore?
My labrum.
Labrum.
Yes.
Labrum. Where's that? Up in the shoulder area?
Yep. I had a slap repair done, arthroscopic.
And how's that?
It's doing good now. It's fully healed, and I'm just baseball-wise, I'm getting back into throwing and lifting weights and just getting back to where I was.
That's great. That's great. Who are you playing with in the summer?
I was unable to play summer ball this year since I leave this Saturday.
Oh, yeah. So you played summer ball for who?
I played for the Michigan War Dogs. I played on the same team under the same coach since I was, I believe, 8 years old.
Yeah, that's great. There's some really good different baseball teams and leagues all through Southeast Michigan. We played North Farmington, West Bloomfield was good, and we had a Dick Scott Dodger team out here, and those were fun days.
They are.
They were. I coached through, 16, 17, 18-year-old young guys, and it was awesome. What will be the field of study when you get out West Point?
So I'm going to be studying economics, and they gave me 2 options for minors. I'm minoring in management and cybersecurity.
And so you want to get you really want to get into the computer end of it. You want to be out in the field also, or?
I just think that cyber-related stuff is the future of our country, really. With all the innovations with the artificial intelligence and things like that.
Yeah, that's a big thing, isn't it? AI. I mean, they can. I know the guys. We work with some people in the band, the Louis Lee band, and they were out here. And they can turn a song, put it on AI, and make it words into songs. It's just amazing what's so advanced. So you have to serve your commitment. Will you continue to serve after? I know it's early, but your initial thoughts.
Yeah, so I do my 4 years of college at West Point, and then you serve for 5 years with 2 in the reserves after those 5. And when your 5 is up, you have the choice to go into normal life, not serving, or you can continue to serve.
And what's your thoughts?
Oh, I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Wherever route it takes me, we'll just have to see.
So in 3 days, you arrive at West Point. Founded in 1802. That's pretty incredible. The history. You spent some time out there, and you walked around the campus, and you spent a few days, or just a visit?
Just a visit, 1 day each. Went on 2 visits.
Mm-hmm. Who'd you go with?
My family.
Did you?
My dad, and then my mom and my dad.
So at this point, you're just ready to go, right?
I'm ready.
I'm sure you're definitely ready. So back on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, my first cousin, Colonel Mike Pearson, he flew in from Virginia, and he did our show. And We're going to take a minute right now for a special message he sent for you.
Hey, good afternoon. This is retired Army Colonel Mike Pearson. My cousin Ron tells me you're on your way to the military academy at West Point. I think that's super. I hope you have a great time. Remember, it's more about leadership and how you treat people than it is about learning about the Army. So hope you have a great time. It tells a lot that you've been selected. They'll tell even more as you make it through and you persevere. All right? Hey, have a great time and congratulations. Bye now.
Okay, that was nice, eh? Mike Colonel Pearson. We spent 2 days with him in D.C. and then over at Arlington, the National Cemetery. Have you been there?
I have been there. Me and my family went to the Army-Navy game this past year, and we visited there the day before.
Yeah, one of the things we saw out there, I think I might have mentioned it to you, Audie Murphy, the movie star.
You did, yes.
Like cowboys and Indian movies. If you go to Netflix and put his name in there, but most decorated military person in the history of the United States is pretty impressive. And there's a lot to be impressed with. John F. Kennedy's grave's there. Old actress Sarah Maureen O'Hara, her husband was a general, and just the grounds themselves. It's really, you can take a tour and take a car, like a train they set up, and they take you all over. But it's just an amazing place. I did bring a few gifts for you. Here's a nice gift for Jaden, and I thought, nice Jessfor30 golf shirt you might want to take with you.
I'm going golfing this afternoon. I'll wear it.
Well, yeah, good. We like that type of support. And I thought this would be kind of funny. I brought over about six, seven hats, and I figured maybe you'd like to pick one. What do you got there?
Right.
Michigan? Lions?
We'll go with this one.
Knights of Equity.
Knights of Equity.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You just skipped right over Navy. You probably didn't see it. You would have picked it. Now the Tigers you might want to choose. That's a pretty good one too. Knights of Equity. Do you know anything about them?
I do not.
Good, because I was going to talk about it later. It'll definitely come up. The Knights of Equity is it's an Irish Catholic organization, and we're members in the city of Detroit, 5 mile near Beach Road, not 5 minutes from where the old CC Breakfast Drive campus was. But I've been members at AOH Club and the Knights of Equity for a long time, and we do a lot to help charities. And we had one real special one we did, but we'll talk about that. Jaden, back to Catholic Central. What made you choose Catholic Central?
So I was kind of a late chooser into going to CC. I didn't really choose until the spring, of my 8th grade year, and there was two main things where the athletics at Catholic Central just stood out so much. That's something I wanted to be a part of. And second, during 8th grade, it was kind of like the COVID pandemic, and I was in online school in the Northville Public Schools, and I wanted to be in school. I hated being on the computer all the time, just at home. So those were probably the two main reasons.
Yeah, the COVID, that was a killer. I still don't know it's hard to what to make of it, because it seems like a lot of young people are getting sick. People in their 40s and 30s, and they're that COVID. It was a tough time for everybody, and let's hope we don't have another one of those. Have you been watching, following Iran and the Russia?
Snippets here and there. Just scrolling on my phone. Yep.
Yeah. Let's hope that settles down a little bit. I think it's going in the right direction right now. But back to CC for a minute. What would favorite memories be in the last 4 years?
My favorite memory by far was playing Belleville at home for the regional final. 12,000 people in the stands. It was the funnest night of my life. It was great.
Yeah, that was a great night. We were my grandson who's sitting in the studio here, Austin Wyatt Slazarzik. He just finished the CC football camp. I picked him up today with Justin and the gang over there. But he and I were we were standing at the fence under the tent, the white tent at the far end, and yeah, that was pretty special. And I don't think the Michigan quarterback, really did much, did he?
So we had a great game plan, and we believed in ourselves, and we executed it. Everything went perfect. It was amazing.
Yeah, he's supposed to be all world. He's getting 12, 14 million bucks, and the last 2 of the 3 games he played. And I'm a huge Michigan guy. We love Michigan, but he lost to Howell and he lost to you guys, right? I mean, you can't blame one guy, but
no, he was a great player. He stiff-armed me in one play, jumped in the end zone. So
oh, did he?
He did. Yep.
He's a big kid. What's he, 6'4" or something? What's his name?
Bryce Underwood.
Yeah, Bryce Underwood. Do you talk to him much, or you have any relationship?
I've never talked to him, no.
Oh, not at all?
No.
Really? Not even after he stiff-armed you and jumped over you? Yeah, that was a fun game to be at. It was pretty special, and it was I'm sure one you'll remember. And you have records at CC. Did you just had the most touchdowns in a year? I know you don't like talking about yourself. I've already been told that. But what do you have? How many? 30?
I think the most career touchdowns, I had 51.
50. Okay, is that it? And how many? 26 this year? 24 or something like that?
I think 26, yes.
Isaac or Anthony D'Arcangelo had a bunch one year. I think he was pretty close to that. He was a tough kid. Favorite memories in your last 4 years? What would you outside of maybe the sports? And
every day at school is a memory, really. I had so many friends in every class. Like, we'll pay attention when we're supposed to, but then, like, when you're goofing off, it's fun to be around your guys all the time.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, with the beloved Detroit Tigers, they're leading. I think they're 20 games above 500 right now. You just played at Comerica High School All-Star team, right?
I did, yes.
Was that East-West game?
Yes.
Kind of like the football game was last weekend. Was that when you played too, the baseball, the same weekend?
It was. The football game was the day after.
Oh, okay. This football game was Saturday, so you played Friday down at Comerica?
Yes.
How come you didn't play in the football game? I know Kaz Moore played over there. Oh, you got one guy or something? Was that
I'm not sure. I was invited, but
oh, okay.
I don't know.
No, I'm not. I'm just.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I mean, like I said,
the baseball All-Star game was super fun. The talent in state of Michigan is crazy.
Is it really?
Yes.
I don't know anything about it. I know a couple of years ago, I went and took my grandson, and we watched some kid from Orchard Lake St. Mary's throwing 100 miles an hour. But
yep, I played him.
Oh, you did play against him?
I never faced him. I had a broken hand at the time. It was my freshman year.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That guy could bring it.
Oh, yeah.
Is he still playing?
He's in the minor leagues right now for the Texas Rangers.
I'm kind of thinking you might know the Story boy in town here, too, in Brighton. He's a left-hander who pitched for Purdue this year. I think he's from Brighton. Left-hander, he's throwing like 100 miles an hour.
I've heard about him. I don't recall the name, or I know there's a guy from Brighton.
Yeah, that's him. I thought maybe you would have played against him, and they got Brandon Inge there now helping out. But those Story kids. One's playing. They're twins, and I used to coach with the dad, Scott Story, at Heartland High School when my son played there. Well, they had these twin boys that we went to the party with. I haven't seen them since then. They're like 21 or. One's pitching for Purdue, and the other twin is guard for Eastern Michigan football. Yeah, big guys. But the one young man left Purdue. He went down to the University of South Florida, I think, and got the nil money. and transferred. There's a lot of that going on, it looks like.
There is, yep.
I was joking with Austin today. I said, before he's out of high school, he'll be getting paid. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
So, what was that like to play at Comerica? That had to be a great experience.
It was super fun. I knew most of the guys there because I played against them or with them in the past. And
Have you?
with the competition, almost every player in that game was going to a Division I or II school. So it was a great game. We won by 1 run.
Did you?
Double play in the last inning.
Where'd you play? What position?
I played first base.
Did you get hit or?
I went 1 for 3 with a single. Yep.
Oh, did you? Yeah. That's a beautiful place, eh? A beautiful field.
It is, and we got to go in the clubhouse and stuff on the visitor side. It was cool.
I watched Scooble pitch last night, and that guy's he's out of this world. I mean, he's winning games without throwing 100 pitches, and it's unheard of. It's just amazing how good he is. He's gonna probably win the Cy Young again. I had one guy on the show here. It's kind of different when you talk to guys your age, because some of the history with sports, it really doesn't get passed down, or it really, and maybe you do know of. Have you ever heard of Denny McLean?
Nope.
1968 Tigers. How many? I can't even ask you. How many games he won in 1 year? 31, and 31 wins for one guy, and that was 1968. And interesting. That's a whole nother story about Denny McLean. He has kind of what you call a sordid past. So you got lots of buddies at CC, Kaz Moore and Jack Murphy. Kaz you played football with, and he's going to Ferris, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you guys have a lot of memories, I guess, over the years?
We do, yep. I was hanging out with him last night.
Oh, were you?
Yep, we're pretty close.
And Jack Murphy too. He was on your baseball team.
Yes, and I played football with him up until junior year too.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
I had the pleasure of having Coach Jessfor30 on here on Halloween. What a great guy, great faith, super intense. Any favorite memories or stories about Coach Jessfor30?
Oh yeah, of course. I love Coach Jessfor30. He's a great role model to me.
Yeah.
We became really close because being a captain, he'd meet with all of our captains once a week over the summer, once a week during the season, and we just discuss the team, what we need to do, what we need to improve. A great memory with him is when we went for our football camp out at Hope College. Once we finished, he took the seniors to the beach out on the west side of Michigan and Grand Haven.
Nice. That's beautiful.
He rented some boats for us, and we just had a great day.
Was this just in the last few weeks?
This was last summer.
Oh, last summer.
Yes.
Yeah. He's he's an intense guy.
Very intense.
He really is.
That's what you need out of a head football coach.
Oh, yeah. And you got to know, I know some of the coaching staff there. Max, there's 2 Max there, right? Are there 2 of the sons?
Oh, yes. Tom
Mack's sons?
Yes.
And one's crazy intense, and the other's more not to the degree, right?
They're both intense, I would say.
Yeah, isn't there
especially
one that has a reputation? I think I saw him at Ford Field where they were going to have to pull him back down off the ceiling.
Probably our defensive coordinator.
That
Coach
would be
Joe
him.
Mack, yep.
Well, Joe Mack, yeah. That was pretty funny. And a good game down there, too. You had some big special tackles against Martin Luther King, right? And I think it was... I had heard you had some sub sandwiches before the game. Didn't really sit well for you?
No. I was throwing up on the sideline.
After a big tackle or something?
I got a pick 6 and came off the field and threw up.
That was nice. That reminds me of Mark Messer, this story he told. This was great. So Mark was All-American at CC, and he was back on Breakfast Drive in Redford. So what happened with Mark was... He everybody wanted him all over the whole country. Everybody wanted him. He was that good. And so he went to UCLA and had a visit and almost went there. In fact, he wanted to go there, but his dad was sick in Heartland, and he kind of decided to stick around. He's got a huge heart. Mark Messner is one of my favorite people on the planet. And so as the story goes, he lined up, and, first he's come out of the tunnel, which is intimidating at Michigan. His first freshman game, he's playing against Notre Dame, 112,000 people. You know how they run across and they hit the banner?
Yes.
At Michigan? So he went up and he said he could have had a 4-inch vertical. And he said he was so high up and he hit it like mid-elbow and almost fell over backwards. So he says, okay, now he's kind of freaked out a little, you know. He's starting. He's a freshman. Nobody starts as a freshman on defense for Michigan, at that time particularly. So he gets in. First thing, what do? Yeah, kick off and call defense. So he runs out to play defense. Notre Dame guy in front of him, he's just, sky high. And he gets down, and Mark throws up all along his arm first play. But then he tackled the guy in the backfield for a loss, and he holds 7 records at Michigan still to this day. I mean, Aiden Hutchinson was good. Mark Messner was All-American freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year. I'm a big fan. I mean, he's helped me with 4 different charity events. So hats off to Mark. And that's just kind of a funny, you talk about the throw-up story, Any special experiences with the coach or any assistants at CC that stand out for you, Jaden?
I had a really close relationship with our offensive coordinator, Coach Lusky.
Dave Lusky.
Yes, he was also a great role model for me. We were often on the same page. One great moment with him was against Belleville. It was 4th and goal from the 5-yard line, and they're debating whether to kick it. Of course, our offense came off the field because we called the timeout. We were like, we're gonna score a touchdown this play. He goes, what play do you guys want? I was just catching my breath. I didn't say anything. The whole team called for a run left to me, and then we ran that play, and I jumped over a guy into the end zone over the pylon, and that was just a great memory.
What, against who was that game?
Against Belleville.
Oh, that was a Belleville game.
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you won't forget that.
Nope.
Yeah, they were. And you guys were one in the state at the time. Were they 2, or I think you guys were usually 1 or 2?
Something around there. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was a great game. Jessfor30 is a sponsor for an upcoming event at Charlevoix at the Castle, Louis Lee Band, and it's called Re-Rock the Castle, August 3rd. So if anyone wants to and can make it up to Charlevoix, it's going to be a great time. Well, I'd like to put a plug in for the Knights of Equity Irish Catholic organization. We're looking for members, and one of the things that's happening, we were trying to get guys 30s, 40s to come with the Knights of Equity, and it's hard. They've got families and all of that. But last month we gave a check for $23,000 to St. Christine's Soup Kitchen on 5 Mile in Detroit. And that's an organization. We can help you get join and help out. We need help. We need people to help with the soup kitchen particularly. And we do a lot of stuff with Most Holy Trinity downtown Detroit, the Irish church down there. And if anybody can help. Any thoughts from your end, Jaden, that you'd like to talk about, or?
Nothing off the top of my head.
No, you're good. Okay. Well, it's pickle time. You know what pickle time is?
What's that?
Here, well, you'll see. Yeah, we're going to do pickle time here, and I just wanted to say it's really great to have Jaden here, and I know we just talked a minute about his mom and his dad and his family, and it's a big deal. You know, you're going away in 6 weeks. I believe there's no communication, right?
No.
No phones, no cell phones, letters. There's just
You can send letters. And
you
receive
can do letters
Yep.
back and forth. Oh, that's right, USPS. I did read that.
Yes.
Yeah, I did read about that. But that's awesome, and you know, you've been able to spend time with the family and wrap it up, and I appreciate you coming over here on the short notice and right toward the end, and I certainly wish you the best.
Thank you.
Really do. Let's try the pickles and rate them 1 to 10. See what you think, Jade.
And
They're yours to take home. So
right.
I'll take one too. Thanks. See what you think. Have another one if you want. There's jalapeno in there, but they're
definitely
not
has a
that
kick.
Oh, you think so?
Mm-hmm. Jalapeno.
Yeah, a little bit.
They're pretty good.
You like them?
Mm-hmm.
So you give them a 10 then?
I'll give them an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Okay, that's great.
Yep.
Well, again, Jaden, thank you for doing this, and I just wish you all the best. I'm sure you'll do great in your career, and going forward, you know, you can just tell. I've heard nothing but great things about you, and I know you don't like people talking too much about you, but you're stuck here. I'm sorry you're on the show. You can't get away from it, but nothing but really great gentleman, teammate, all good things, and by the grace of God, everything will go well for you all the way through, and you'll reach all your dreams.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm grateful to be able to be on this show with you.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks, Jaden.
Thank you.